ever, you see these videos or, with the Leah Remini, A&E stuff, you see like the church having spies follow you, harass you with cameras, like insult you, chase you, knock on your door, just all the super hardcore hate tactics of Scientology, or the suing you into oblivion tactics that you hear about. Have you received either of those treatments from Scientology for your activism work?
I have not been sued by Scientology, and I have not been overtly followed around. There has not been a noisy campaign against me. When the day after I appeared on Leah Remini's show, a video appeared and a hate page about me on the Leah Remini Aftermath.com site that the Church of Scientology put together specifically to smear Leah and Mike and anybody connected with the show. That features a video from my ex-wife from the Sea Org, trash talking me and character assassinating me, and that's not really fun to watch, but that's there. And there's a bunch of lies about me, which I won't bother to repeat here, but let's just say there's a lot of inaccuracies in that article. So Scientology
interviewed your ex-wife and has published untrue things about you to smear your reputation.
Absolutely. Yes, that's happened.
Okay.
That's still up. That site is still there. And they've paid money to get that at the top of Google searches. I know, because I've done, non-logged in Google searches of my name, and that's what comes up at the top of the string, right? And that means it's paid for. So that's a thing. And I've gotten, the internet trolling, and I've gotten some pretty bizarre and sometimes disturbing emails from people. But it's impossible to know for sure whether that's from Scientology. But at the same time, who else would bother to send me stuff like that? I'm not that big of a public figure. So I'm pretty sure that stuff comes from Scientology. They taunt me and they send me goofy stuff. But of course, they don't sign it Church of Scientology. So, you kind of wonder where some of this stuff comes from. I don't want to be one of those.
I'm looking at this video now. It's got to be hurtful to have your ex-wife speak unkindly about you publicly.
It is one of the weirdest feelings. I haven't been able to put into words how it feels. It's very weird. It's weird when you put yourself out as a public figure. It's weird that people start talking about you as though they know things about you that they don't.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, really weird when somebody from your past like that comes out and starts saying stuff about you that is absolutely not true. Anyway, it's weird. It's very strange.
Yeah, and I've been the subject. That's one of the things I wanted to ask you about. I've been the subject of people smearing really awful, spreading rumors and allegations of super hurtful and atrocious things. And so I just wondered whether I was the only one.
Oh, no. I'll tell you, it was weird. It was so weird. A couple months ago, I was on, I think it was Reddit maybe, or it was some forum where somebody definitely did not expect me to see what they were saying. And they were saying lies about me from that page, from the Scientology page, to other people, and they were embellishing on it. And I was watching this and I'm like, this is such a weird feeling that total strangers are lying to other total strangers about me.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just this very creepy, strange feeling. And I got, okay, that's what it means to be a public figure. I get it, but
yeah. And I have that too. I have these people that create fake internet profiles or fake Facebook profiles. And then they just, whoever I am friends with, wherever I comment, wherever I make a post, they're in there making the most horrible allegations that you could imagine. And it has caused people to decrease their support or take their support away or stop listening because as soon as you associate somebody with certain allegations, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. I don't want any part of this person. And it's a really effective way to really hijack and decrease the effectiveness of somebody speaking out to try and speak truth honestly. And
that's exactly right. And I've experienced the exact same
and it
thing.
causes you to not be able to sleep at night. What if
Oh yeah.
what if someone hurts me? What if they hurt my family? What if everything that I've tried to build gets destroyed? And it makes it so you want to do good, but you're always worrying about whether you're one rumor or one false allegation away from complete annihilation.
That's exactly right. And that's a bit of a reflection on the society we live in now. But with these groups, we have more reason than other people to be afraid of that, because there are people who are literally paid money to character assassinate us online without us ever being able to fight back or even know who those people are. And it is more than disturbing. I agree that it has definitely cost me support, time, effort, people believing what I have to say because they believe what the church says. And sometimes it's not, the real scary stuff is when it's not obviously the church, but it is obviously the church. But there's some other name. People who are not as familiar with what Scientology gets up to will give more credibility to, some of this stuff than they should. So it is damaging. It's damaging to reputation. It's damaging to income. It's just annoying as hell on top of it. And here's the thing about this. I've gotten away with things that, as a church critic, that, say Leah and Mike, they're on a bigger stage than I am. So they're going to get more heat from the church, of course, than I am. But the thing about Scientology is they could change their mind about me tomorrow, and I could have people camped out on my front door. That's the scary thing about an organization like this, is just because they haven't done it yesterday doesn't mean they're not going to do it tomorrow. And that's a reality I have to live with. I've again considered myself very fortunate to have not gotten as much heat and pressure and stress and character assassination as Leah and Mike or Tony Ortega or some other critics. In a way, I've wondered about it and thought, well, that's, interesting. I mean, considering the amount of content and stuff I've put up, but okay, I'm not doing this to get fair gamed. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm perfectly happy that it's not. But that doesn't mean it's not ever gonna, or that they aren't doing a covert campaign. And that's why I stress overt versus covert when I talk about what the church has done against my work.